Hi, Claudia here from Create with Claudia, and today I'm going to show you how to make applique templates out of household items. You'd be surprised how much you can find that's sitting around your house that you can use as a template. It'll save you some money. These flowers were done, actually these I drew freehand years ago, and then this was a little shape I found in my junk drawer, and that was made out of a coin. I think it was a dime. But applique is a method of basically adding shapes to the top of a quilt or a piece of fabric. And there are three ways to do it. You can do fusible applique, which is the easiest, and it's also raw edge applique. And basically you put some adhesive, fusible webbing on the back of a piece of fabric, cut out the shape you want, and then iron it onto the fabric. There's also freezer paper applique, which is a method where you can cut out a shape, fold under the edges, and then sew it to the quilt top or the fabric you want to sew it onto. And then the hardest, which is the more traditional, and which I've tried, this was needle turn as well, and it's not my favorite. It's pretty tough, but and that's where you trace the shape onto the fabric and just flip under the edges. Some people do absolutely magnificent work using needle turn applique. But anyway, there are so many ways to do applique, and there's so many gorgeous patterns out there, but they aren't cheap. And they're also templates you can buy at fabric stores, and again, they aren't cheap. And sometimes you just want to do a quick pattern or a quick little quilt coverlet, and you can make your own templates. It's really very easy. So here's some things that you can find around the house that are great for templates. The first thing I'm going to talk about are cookie cutters. They are pretty much my favorite use of templates. Here is Christmas tree. I have like 30 or 40 cookie cutters, and in any shape, butterflies, whatever you want, I have. And they make perfect templates. This heart I've used more times than I can count, and it's the perfect size. I have a bigger heart. I have fall leaves again. So cookie cutters are probably your first stop to look for template shapes. Another one are look on your fridge for magnets. This is a car, and it's actually a good indication of a directional template. Here's what it looks like when it's cut out. If it's directional, just remember when you're tracing on the back, if you flip it over, it's going to be a different direction, and that might have an effect on what you're doing. So there's a car magnet. This is a dog bone. I really like this one. I think that'd be cute for a little, like a boy's quilt or something whimsical. So magnets are a good thing to look for. Stickers are another good one. I collect stickers when I go on trips. This is one from Acadia National Park a few years ago. And I think it looks a lot like a shield, so if you ever need a shield shape, this is the way to go. You're going to trace around it and then, of course, cut out the shape. Later, I'm going to show you, this is pretty thin, so it makes a good template maybe one time, but it can be hard if you're making a lot of the same shape. It's hard to trace. It's very thin, so it's hard to trace around. So that's another one. Let's see. We have cups and glasses. I mean, there you go. That's the perfect circle. Here's a shot glass that makes this perfect circle. Flip it over. You have a smaller circle. Bigger cups. Cups and glasses are a great way if you need a circle. Decorative objects. Look around your house. You will find all kinds of things. Here's an old salt shaker. I sort of like the bottom. It's a little bit square with some rounded edges. Not sure what I would use that for, but if you need a square shape like that, that's something to look at. It's Easter Easter just finished when I'm making this video, so I have a lot of egg-shaped things. Here's the little bottom of a little candy dish, perfect egg shape. Here's a bigger egg shape. This is a perfect oval if you're looking for an oval shape. There's another. So decorative objects are a good place to look. Here's one more. This is a big shape. This is this plate with this great scalloped edge. And you could put some kind of emblem in the middle. Maybe a solid colored flower would be pretty on that. So look in your cupboards, your kitchen cupboards, for any kind of maybe antique type things too. You might find something. Look also in your cosmetic bottles. This is a shampoo bottle top, and it makes a great oval. And I'm actually going to show you something I use this for later for a shape I used. So shampoo bottle top, that's another one. Let's see. Buttons, again, any circle, any size circle you want, buttons are a good one to use. All right, scissor sharpener. This is a weird one, but it's perfect also, another oval shape, and I use that later. I'll show you a shape I make. but it makes a nice oval. And so you got sort of overlook the details of it, and then you'd be surprised what you can find. What sort of things you can find. A couple years ago, my brother was visiting with his young kids, and he left one of these safety covers on a outlet in the wall. So I kept it and I just threw it in the junk drawer. And again, it makes sort of an interesting shape if you ever need a shape like that. Tin container covers. I have a lot of tin containers. I keep them. I don't know why, because I have nothing in them, but they make good squares, and they make nice squares with rounded edges. Again, you could put maybe a bright orange flower in there. I could see that would be really pretty there. So look at those tin container covers you have. Jewelry. Look in your jewelry box. You'd be probably surprised what you can find. This is an old brooch that I've got from somebody. It's a shape of a old Native American pot, and you can see there that that's the shape I got. So that's a neat little template, but usually somebody might have an oval template or anything like that you could find. Household items. There are loads of them you can use. This is a detergent cup to fill with laundry detergent. Makes a perfect circle. Here's a soap dish. Makes a perfect oval. And it was easy to use. This is the bottom. This makes a good, like a leaf or a petal or something like that. It's the bottom of the plastic filler cup for my iron. There's another. You can use that as a template. Let's see. Remember trip using a seashell. Here you go. This is a nice scallop shell. I did have to adjust a little bit right there. It sticks out a little bit, so I just cut it off there when I was tracing it. But there's a shell shape template for you if you're looking for that. This one's a little interesting. Look at your inside of handles. This makes a nice oval. This one's a little bit more round. Here's what I got when I used this side of the scissor handle. And again, this would be a great flower petal. Coins, any shape, size. Coins are great for circles. There's a quarter, dime, penny. It's pretty much, you know, you get the idea. And don't mind my fingers, I've already been marking all day. Another household item, which is funny, is toilet paper roll. Squeeze it and you get those sharp points and you get a perfect leaf shape without the fuzz on it. Anyway, so that's made from a toilet paper roll. This was a magnet off the refrigerator. It's like a chip clip type thing, and that makes that kind of a shape. So, I mean, you get the idea. And lastly, you can always freehand something. I am not a great artist. Some people can draw all kinds of beautiful things. This is about as good as it gets with me. It's this flower shape, but just freehand a flower shape, and it turns out nice, and you get a really unique template that nobody else is going to have. Here are just a few things you can make. This is what I made out of the shampoo holder and the button, and it's just a very simple flower. Hopefully you can see that. Let's see. There you go. I have no problems here today. And there's the center with the button. So you get a little flower and you just put that on your quilt. That'd be really pretty. And that was with the shampoo top and the button. And then with the scissor sharpener, I cut out two. I cut out a black one and a red one, fabric shape. And then I cut the red one down in the middle like half, and I come up with this really cute ladybug. So you can mix and match shapes, you can cut them however you want. It's actually a lot of fun. To make your own templates is really not hard, and I actually have written an article on that, and I have another video on that. But when I was talking earlier about stickers and how flimsy that is, you don't want to just keep using that over and over because you'll ruin the sticker. You can already see where I've drawn around it a lot. So you can buy template plastic, which is perfect. You just draw with a permanent marker and cut out your shape. You can see where I've cut out some shapes already. Or to save more money, just use a cracker box. I use the inside of a cookie or cracker box. Trace your shape on it and you have a permanent template to use. So there's some ideas for you to look around your house to save some money on applique templates. I hope you got some good ideas and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.